Oh, okay, we're starting. Hello, everyone. Good morning from Oregon. I am Michelle, and I'm delighted to have a special guest today, Tina, who is joining us from the United Kingdom.
Hi guys, how are we all doing?
Hi, and Tina has been a successful digital business owner for over 5 years, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to learn from her experience. Let's welcome Tina and hear about her journey. Tina, could you tell us a little about yourself?
Of course. And first and foremost, thanks, Michelle. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I know people are going to be watching the replay. Thank you so much for having me. It's absolute pleasure. But yeah, so my name's Tina Willis. I am coming to you from the UK. I'm 62 years of age. I'm a stepmom of 4 and a grandma of 12. And I have been a full-time business owner now for 6 years and corporate free for 5 years. So for 25 years, I worked as a business development manager in corporate life I love my job, Michelle, until my job didn't love me anymore and I had burnout. I had an instance one day where I just broke into tears driving home. I couldn't remember getting home. It took me 2 hours to get home, apparently. And something inside me had gone. Something inside me had snapped. And I lost my confidence. I lost a lot. And I got home and my husband said, that's it. No more. You can't carry on like this. But I didn't know what I was going to do because all I'd ever known was sales. Sell, sell, sell. And I didn't want to sell anymore. And I also didn't want to work another 10 years till retirement age and have nothing to show for it, Michelle. So I had to make a decision. And then this business came. I always say it was divine timing. Somebody up there was watching me, looking after me. And then I took the leap of faith, watched the webinar, the same webinar that we offer everybody. And the rest is history.
Wow. Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah, and you mentioned, the security is not always a guarantee,
No,
even
no, it's
not come for the job.
no.
Yeah, okay, yes, thank you for the introduction. Yeah, let's get started with the first question, okay? Yeah,
Okay.
this question is that many people often ask, why, with so many online business out there, why did you choose this way?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I didn't have a clue about online businesses. All I'd ever known, I'm old school. When I was 57 when I started this business, all I'd ever known was a bit of social media, Facebook. I bought stuff off Amazon, off Next. I was an online shopper, but I never knew about business. And when I saw the ad, I was very skeptical, Michelle, very skeptical. In fact, it was quite funny because I kept scrolling past it and going back to it a few times. And it was from a lovely lady in Canada who basically was sharing her story, sharing why she did it. And it was offering an opportunity to take your business anywhere with you. And my husband and I were at that age, we were approaching our golden years and we wanted more. We wanted more from life. We were ships that passed in the night a lot of the times. And when I think about all the time I'd missed out on the kids and grandkids, I just thought, maybe this could be it. But like everybody, I would never sign up for anything on social media. But it was quite funny because the night I did it, my husband was watching the football and I kept nudging him saying, well, should I do this? Should I register? And in the end, he just was carried on looking at the television and said, yeah, just do it. Anyway, the next morning I said, I've done it. And he's like, done what? I said, I registered for that free webinar. What free webinar? He was too busy watching the football.
You already forgot.
But when I watched it, I was really interested. I was so excited. But I still thought, is this real? Is this legitimate? Is this... So I just tore down the walls of skepticism. I checked people out that were on the webinar. I searched for them in social media. And I soon got that information to say, no, this was legitimate. This was real. So I watched it again. And I realized it was different people each time I watched it. So, I thought, well, not everybody in this platform can be a scam. Something's got to be real here. And then I took that next step of the 149 because it was refundable. And again, I thought to myself, well, to be quite honest, I'd pay more than that on a meal out for the two of us, you know. So if this could be something that could change my life, I'm going to take that risk. And I did. And the rest is history. I was absolutely blown away. So to go back to your original question, why this business? For me, it was why not? Because this was the only thing I'd seen. And I knew in my heart that this was for me. So I started my journey and I had everything at my fingertips. I had a coach, I had a mentor. I was being taught social media marketing. I was given access to the training, the affiliate program. I had every bit of information I needed to start my business and be successful. And I had the support of an amazing community, Michelle. And at the time when I started, we were 30,000 strong, and now it's 250,000. So you can see in 6 years, it's just gone boom. Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow, that's really insightful. So you're just taking that small leap, just give the big opportunity and blessing for today. So, wow, that's yeah. Sometimes I think this business is so amazing. The part is all the people in the platform and get in, and later or soon they got just the success. They got. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, and sure. There have okay. The second question. Yeah, second question is what has helped you pursue through the challenge? I know all the business in not just.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
at the very beginning, my biggest challenge was that I wanted it to happen overnight. I wanted it quickly, you know. I also was instilling that managerial mindset, but I wasn't managing people. I was helping people. I was leading. So I had to get over those challenges. Going live was a big challenge for me. I wasn't comfortable at first putting my face out there, but look at me now. But what really helped, and what I started to realize that, and this was through a lot of, again, due diligence, looking at different podcasts, looking at different inspirational people, that I was my own worst enemy, that I was 100% responsible for everything I was thinking. Every challenge I had was my creating. So it wasn't the external, it was inside me. So I started working on myself, Michelle, probably about 4 years ago now. And as soon as I started working on myself, everything started coming towards me, because my attitude was different. My mindset was different. I practiced the law of attraction. I read so much and look at so much about mindset that I know now how to flip the switch if I ever get a negative thought. And because we all do. And I knew what to do, what the process was for me. And my business took off. And it was the best feeling ever. It was amazing. But also knowing that I was leaving a legacy for our kids and our grandkids, which was something that was really important to my hubby and I, and that is the perseverance and consistency that I have. I had a huge why. The first huge why was my health. I've got all that back. I've got my confidence back. I'm a different person than I was when I started. And the fact that I'm helping others to do the same now, and I will share this opportunity and shout it from the rooftops, because it is amazing. I'm surrounded by like-minded people like yourself, like all the community of this business, and that's what's pushed me forward.
Sure. Wow, that's very impressive. So yeah, when I learned you, I just saw a lot of the positive the side, because like my mentor always tell us, it's a business and 80% from the mindset.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Your big enemy is yourself.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And the thing is, people look at this business, Michelle, and it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but that's no pressure. It's just information, and if it's not for you, that's fine. because it's a business that's not like a bricks and mortar business. When people talk about online business, they still have that bricks and mortar scenario in their head. This is totally different. The global platform, the internet is your business. This is your business. And I think they have to learn that it's a different concept now. We are affiliate marketers. We are attraction marketing. We don't sell. The business platform does that for us. But when you pay that 149, as you know, you get access to all that information.
Right.
But if we tried to explain it here now, we'd probably take a week. One post and one interview is not going to explain that platform, and that's why we break it down.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with you. If you really interesting, you need to get into this business to learn, because you're gonna see the bigger picture. How they're running, how they're functional. Gonna do it. Yeah, sure. That's a very great point. Yeah, and I think that's all. I thank you so much for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And for sharing your perspective. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
No, my pleasure. And thank you so much. And to everybody who's listening, connect with Michelle. She's an amazing mentor, and she'll lead you on the way.
Thank you. And thank you again. And have a good night over there.
And you have a good morning. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Good night.